Self-control. So self-control, why do we need self-control? I think it's pretty cool because most people who have self-control, they tend to become successful in life and things of that nature. So there are things that affect self-control or things that kind of go in our way when we try to basically have control of our lives. Some of the things are like addictions. So let me just talk about addiction a little bit. What is addiction? So addictive behavior is not limited to substance abuse, because last time I talked about how there's substance abuse, but there's more to addiction than substance abuse. So it has two aspects. There's impulsivity, which is defined as the acting without foresight, like lack of reflection on the consequences, right? And there's compulsivity, in which whereby you do something and that thing triggers a chemical in your body that makes you want to do it again more and more, or have that type of thing more and more, and then it becomes compulsive in that way. And that is addictive. Examples are gambling, video games, shopping, plastic surgery, piercing, tattoos, sex, pornography, addiction, stealing, internet, media, food. The list goes on and on and on. So today what I want to share to you is a principle called comprehensive self-control, not just self-control or temperance, because everyone here, we are all temperate at certain thing, but we are not temperate at all things, and there comes the problem. Right, let me not go into the science, but basically what happens whenever you're doing something, there's a reward system in your brain, and the more you do that, there's the reward. The reward is basically high in dopamine, which is so-called the happy hormone, and your body wants you to have more of that because that dopamine makes you feel happy. And the way God created us, He gave us things like eating food, which brings about dopamine in a good level, and many other things. However, these chemicals, substances, and these other addictive behaviors, what they do is they make our body to produce more than what we need, or too much of the dopamine. The hormone that makes us feel satisfied, and the hormone is different from dopamine. Dopamine just needs something new, something keep coming. Right. I'm just going to talk about addiction. It affects our lives in many ways, specifically on the side of health. It leads to decline in health, and it does impair many other things like learning and decision making and many other wonderful things that we would be able to do if we're not addicted to any of these behaviors. So this is the brain, how it looks when of a healthy, this is the brain of Dr. Amen, Daniel Amen, and that's how it looks, and it's healthy. Now, we're just going to go ahead. I'm just going to show you different pictures of the brain scanned on different substances or behaviors, and we're just going to think and look at it, and we're going to make our own decision. This is the brain on alcohol. So the healthy one looks like that. Alcohol, that's how it looks, all right? And this was just a drink on the weekend drink, not everyday drinking. This is how the brain looks when people use cannabis. And talking about other things that are addictive, that are secretive, which people don't talk about because they cause shame and all that, but they are affecting many people. Heroin, pornography, and many of all those sorts. See the brain, how it's affected with all that. Now, this is interesting, video game. See, the yellow part, Let me see if I can point it. Let's use that side. Do you see this side here? So if somebody's watching something that is scary, that's the response of the brain if the brain is normal, right? However, once you are addicted to video gaming, or it doesn't matter, even movies, whenever you see something very scary, at the start, the reaction is going to be so big. As you keep going, there will be almost zero reaction to this violence and all those things because your brain is being conditioned. So today, I want to bring to you comprehensive self-control. What is it and how can we do that? Basically, it's moderation in everything that is good and avoiding everything that is bad. We all know, don't eat that, it's poisonous, we will die. But reduce this, it's good, too much is always poisonous. So I'll leave you with something amazing, right? In as much as those things, not all of them are bad, but most of them, they are taken in the wrong context and misused and abused to satisfy or to bring about dopamine in our body in a wrong way. And that's why it leads to addiction. However, God has put in nature things that will bring about dopamine in our body, that is happiness feeling without abusing our bodies. Things like walking in nature, exercising, having a good time with family, reading the Bible. But I will connect the Bible with this picture. So the psychiatrists were making a research trying to see what would be something that will help people develop self-control. So they went to this university, and it's well popular or notorious, let me say, for cheating. So what they did is they took 3 different sets. There's a control whereby they ask them, before you go write the exam, this is the code of conduct, this is what you have to do, no cheating. If you're cheating, we're going to fire you, we're going to expel you, all those things. The other group, they told them, you have to bring your whatever favorite book, whatever favorite mantra, use that as long as it helps you not to cheat. In the last group, regardless of their background, they gave them to make an oath using the Bible that they should not cheat. Mind you, this is not a Christian university, so it has nothing to do with the religion. But the result that came out is that the people who were given to read the school's policies in terms of cheating and the result, they ended up cheating anyway. And the group of the people who had to say whatever they wanted, others, they brought their other special mantras, whatever, not to cheat, they ended up cheating. However, something interesting happened to the group that they were made to make an oath with the Bible. None of them did cheat. This is another research about religion, self-regulation, and self-control association with basically this factor of God and the religion. I don't have much time to go through it, but statistically speaking and scientifically speaking, there is more to self-control, more than just your willpower, but a connection to divine or understanding that there's someone up there. So I point you to the Bible, because this book can help you overcome some of the most strong addictive behaviors and even other useless behaviors that are just taking your time, but you can stop. Thank you so much.